You know, the funny thing about spiritual activation is everyone thinks it's some kind of cosmic Wi-Fi password, but really, it's just your nervous system learning how not to freak the hell out when life presses the upgrade button. You've already done it before. Think about when you were a kid and you fell off your bike. You've scraped your knees, you've cried, then you got back on. That's it. That's your nervous system's upgrade. Learning to stay open under pressure. The body trembling, the heart pounding. But you stay here, and something inside whispers, okay, I can handle this. That whisper, that's your soul debugging the fearware. And maybe, just maybe, that's all spiritual activation really is. The nervous system rewiring itself to hold more life, without short-circuiting from the intensity of being human. Because, let's be honest, the goal was never to escape being human. That's outdated ascension nonsense. The real gig is becoming so whole that nothing human is foreign anymore. Rage, welcome it. Shame, sit with it. Fear, listen. It's just love wearing a helmet. Every time you feel that tightening in your gut, that tension in your jaw, that moment when you just want to scream or run or shut down, that's an invitation. An invitation to meet yourself again. See, every person who pisses you off, they're a mirror with your face hiding behind their disguise. The universe didn't drop 8 billion mirrors on this planet to annoy you. It did it to wake you the fuck up. Because every asshole is a spiritual drill sergeant, helping you build emotional muscle. Hate them. You hate your own resistance training. Fear them. You fear the version of you that's trying to graduate. And here's the science of it. When you resist your amygdala, it hijacks your system. Fight, flight, freeze. When you breathe, feel, and stay, your prefrontal cortex comes online, integrating new neural pathways, building coherence between heart and brain. In simple terms, staying open literally rewires your biology for peace. So when you stay open under pressure, you're not being spiritual. You're being neurologically advanced. A human nervous system operating in high-definition reality. Now karma, that's just feedback with good branding. Feed the loop, stay small. Break the loop, become medicine. You either repeat the pattern, or you become the one who transforms it. And that's the whole cosmic curriculum right there. When you finally stop running from what scares you, it turns into the doorway home. So imagine this. Every fear you face rewires a new circuit. Every emotion you integrate adds voltage to your frequency. You start to broadcast peace. You walk into a room and people just relax. Not because you said anything, but because your nervous system became a tuning fork for certainty. That's what healing energy really is. A body that doesn't flinch when life shows up. You see how this connects? There's no separation between you and them. That's just labeling. The mind chopping infinity into bite-sized bits and calling them problems. But the moment you soften that edge, you realize the war was never outside you. And here's the wild part. Your fears about doing this work, totally valid. The old brain says, if I open up, I'll get hurt. But the truth is, you're already hurting for being closed. The body keeps score. And every suppressed emotion becomes another entry in the ledger of shit I'll deal with later. But later never comes. So it builds up until the nervous system says, enough. That's why activation feels like chaos sometimes. It's the energy backlog finally getting processed. Like shaking off static after years of emotional buffering. But once you start letting it move, your system starts humming at a higher frequency. That's the upgrade. That's the healing code. You don't get enlightened. You remember how to stop interfering with your own light. So maybe, just maybe, right now, as you hear these words, somewhere deep inside your nervous system, it's already reorganizing, because it knows what truth feels like. It doesn't need to understand the words. It feels the alignment underneath. And in that moment, you start to realize that spiritual mastery was never about controlling the world. It was about being so damn grounded, even chaos feels like a friend. The consequences of doing this, you become free. The loops stop running you. You stop reacting. Start responding. You start walking into rooms and changing their frequency simply by existing there. People feel it. They can't name it. They feel safer. That's your coherence speaking louder than words. The cost of not doing this: repetition. Same fight. Different faces. Same story. New actors. The universe keeps handing you the same tests until you stop cheating yourself out of your own evolution. So here's the final download. You're not broken. You're just running old code. Fearware version 1.0. It's time to uninstall that crap, to install something cleaner, smoother, something that actually runs on love-based logic. And maybe, just maybe, you're already doing it right now, because awareness is the update. And now that you've seen it, the system can't go back to sleep. Welcome to the upgrade. Now go, become the frequency that heals rooms.